Alright. Hi, everyone. My name is Zion, and today I'll be telling you all about one of the most famous and influential franchises of all time, Dragon Ball. I won't bore you with all the specifics, and I won't be breaking down every story point because that would take way too long. And instead of doing that, I will be giving you a time. I will be giving you all a timeline of the Dragon Ball series, not only in the order of release in the real world, but also in order of when the show, like in the show timeline. Um, Now I do have something to note. The manga of the original Dragon Ball and the anime were released at different times, so I will be mentioning that as well. Now, many of you probably know about the very popular Dragon Ball Z, but there was a series. There was a series that predated it by the name of just Dragon Ball that covered the origins and the childhood of the main character, Goku. The first publication of the first chapter of Dragon Ball was published on November 20th of 1984 and went for 194 chapters until its end on September 27th of 1988. The next series that came after is the famously known Dragon Ball Z, that spanned for about 325 chapters that were released from October 4th, 1988 and finished on May 23rd of 1995. So a very long run. Now that we've covered the manga, we can cover the anime release. The first episode of the anime premiered on April 26, 1989, and would air for 291 episodes. It will later end on January 31st of 1996. With any successful franchise, there are bound to be movies. We all know this. And Dragon Ball was no exception. There were. The very interesting thing about the Dragon Ball franchise movies is that they're not a part of the main story. Like, they're not a part of the canon like most movies are. For example, if you took something like Star Wars. Star Wars, all the movies that are in it and every subsequent show is canon to the franchise. The only things that are not canon are the comics. But it's a very similar case with Dragon Ball here, in which in that basically the movies are non-canon or not canonically lined up with the actual main show. So, think of the movies as an alternate timeline besides the main story. The first Dragon Ball movie was called The Dead Zone and released here in America on April 11th, 1997. This will mark a very long series of movies which lasted for years until the last Dragon Ball Z movie, which was Resurrection of F. Keep in mind how I said Dragon Ball Z movie. I'll get into that later. There are two more series after Dragon Ball Z. One by the name of Dragon Ball GT came out February 7th, 1996. The interesting thing about GT is that it only lasted